Hello, it's Lavera. So, just wanted to reiterate. Thank you, YouTube. All right, community. Welcome to the live. Keep in mind that the church is a hospital for people that gets off track spiritually, or they feel the need to obtain, expand, explore, camaraderie, or what do you call it? Camaraderise, is that a word? Congregate together. Maybe people need fellowship, they need friendship, direction, finances. The church is supposed to give them solutions, whether it's physical or spiritual. Start spiritually. Getting wealth is a spiritual aspect, spiritual act. Prosperity is spiritual. Again, people look at the carnal side, cardinal, CARNAL side of things. People focus a lot on physical, what I see, what I feel, what I hear, what I touch, what I smell. But the spirit is what God wants us to pay attention to. And people miss it. We're spiritual beings. Stop neglecting your spiritual side. So the church is a place where people either are maintaining their spiritual health, HEALTH, they're developing their spiritual health or strength, spiritual strength. Pray my strength in the Lord. Physical strength is great, but your spiritual strength is, how does God want to put this? Is not inevitable. It is prominent, is dominant, and people miss it. And this is why they're weak and wicked. Their spiritual lives are weak. Everybody's worrying about muscles and money. They're not worrying about their eternal lives, their spiritual strength. So the church is a place for people with sinful problems or questionable problems. It's not necessarily for the believers, except we are supporting those that are sick spiritually. The church is a hospital for spiritual issues. Just like the doctor can deliver people physically, the church is supposed to deliver people spiritually. Okay? So when you go to the spiritual hospital, yes, there's doctors there, there's lawyers there, there's all, well, doctors, people that heal. They're supposed to heal people, not hurt them, not harm them, not neglect them, not pump them with drugs, but to heal spiritually, okay, or physically. Same with the church. When you go to a church, the pastor is supposed to be the head doctor, right? He has all these nurses, which are considered, what do you call them? The missionaries, okay, the mothers of the church, just like you have the priest ladies that come in and they kind of are like chapel ladies, the nurses, okay, the church is the same representative, okay, it's the spiritual hospital. They're supposed to run on the same. All of these things are connected. The courthouses, the police departments, these are supposed to be angels, people that deliver justice, um, people that deliver information, they deliver healing. In the church, people are to give you fasting, praying, spiritual diets, fruits of the spirit, meat, milk, fruits of the spirit, things of the spirit. It's the same as when doctors prescribe things to the general public. It's a spiritual side. Okay. I'm not sure why people disconnect. So, my point with this video is to tell you that um, the church is for those that are spiritually sick. Again, you have a lot of well people, okay? But the well people are supposed to help recover the sick people, all right? And that doesn't happen because they don't have the strength. They have their own issues. We all do. So this is piggybacking off of the last video that I just did of how people go into certain settings and they're like, oh my God, it's the same message. She's talking about the same thing again. Oh my God, she's broken. He's broken. Not saying I'm a leader, but the thing is, when you have, okay, I worked in retention in a call center and I did so well. They were sitting over there like, who is this over here? The thing is, when they train you, they have, if it's a good company, they have, they call it the knowledge base, um, uh, glossary. It's a plethora of information that they have either gathered over the years that is needed when you are assisting the customers or the clients or whatever. It's like a manual. So no matter what happens, you have access to this Bible, this information, right? And it is supposed to give you answers and solutions to the people that's calling because everybody has freaking problems. Everybody. It doesn't end. And just because you get a solution doesn't mean two or three other people behind you won't have those same god doggone problems. So for you to be sitting there like, didn't he talk about this last week? Why is he still talking about the same thing? Because we're all relative. The problem didn't stop because you got a solution. Well, I outgrew this. I don't want to hear this anymore. So you go into another church, you're gonna find the same issues. Here's the thing, here's the key to this video. The people that come to me for whatever reason are men. These men have been sexually violated. And my heart goes out to them because these are our leaders. Okay? Well, ain't everybody been sexually violated? Well, go talk to those people because the people that come to me are talking about sexual abuse as boys, as young men. Okay? I don't ask for it. They just tell me their stories. And my heart goes out. Okay? It's sad that even a little boy, not just girls, boys are being messed up. It's heartbreaking. And then to see them now and people are judging, this is shameful to them because you're supposed to come out being strong and deep voice. And some of them are soft, spoken. They don't want to fight. I mean, they'll hurt you because they're mad if you let the demons out. If you sit there long enough, it might get you. But they're soft now. Their voices are soft. They like to wear floral stuff, but they're afraid to tell people what they like or what happened or why they feel that way. How Jezebel sits on them daily. And it's like, wow. And then people make fun of them, people bully them. The people that hurt them was bullying because most times it's young people on young people, uncles that are probably not too old, older than you. Some are younger. And just because of the title, they might take an advantage of you as a boy. Okay. Then you have family members that are female on some of these guys, 5, 3 years old. I've heard it all. Most times it starts at 3 and 5. Could be before that, but who remembers before 3? So they're telling me these stories, and I'm like, oh my God. And not only that, some of them do harm women because they figure their moms or dads were not available. Now, in society, they act like, oh, I love my mother. Oh, but a lot of men hold resentment towards women because in childhood, something happened that was traumatic and they felt like the mother should have been preventative or protective or wise. But a lot of these girls were teenagers. What is a teenager now? 12, 13? Not much, unfortunately. I mean, it could be wise and smart, but that doesn't give them, you know, the ability to know how to legally apply it. They're kids. Kids don't generally have rights. Hello, Adam, Karen, Cool Nine. Hello, everybody. So things happen, unfortunately, to kids, and they grow up and they're very resentful. They're hurt. They're confused. Why is this spirit sitting on me where I want to feel feminine, but I know I'm a boy? What's up? What's going on? So, whatever happened, they tell me their stories. So, I feel the need to address it. Okay. And I do. And I keep meeting people that's got the same story. I see it online. And so I keep saying the same thing. And somebody's going, huh? See, that's the freaking specialty. That's the freaking niche. You're talking about life. What is the answer? The freaking Bible. Oh, you need a specialty. You need a specialty. You need a specialty. You need a niche. You need a niche. Freaking life. Life happens to every freaking body. And anybody with common sense wants an answer. They don't want to keep doing the same freaking stuff like a clown. They study raping, they study killing, they're still mad 50, 60 years later. They're still taking it out on women. They're taking it out on little girls. They're taking it out on boys. Doing drugs. What's the answer, sirs and ma'ams? You've tried everything else: drugs, alcohol, stealing, killing, destroying. How about try the Bible? So, some churches you go to, they're talking about finances. Some churches you go to, they talk about sexual abuse and men and women's relationships and family. Some churches you go to, they talk a lot about prosperity, financial problems, how to solve it. Some churches you go to are fivefold. That means they address everything: mental, physical, I guess, mental, physical, social, economical, and whatever else. But some churches have a niche. They only talk about certain things. Faith. I don't need faith. I got people chasing me. Well, go to where it matters. Okay, there you have it. So, um, okay. Adam, I'm not sure about those aliens, but God bless you. So, again, you may be attracted to a certain church because they're strong in getting results in something, or God drew you there, or someone invited you, and those people may be able to help you with everything you need: housing, getting a job, getting new clothes, maybe getting married. But while you're sitting there, they're saying the same thing. You've gotten your answer, right? In some cases, people be feeling like, okay, I outgrew everything. Okay, okay. I heard that before, right? I got the answer solution. That may be your time to pray and ask God, do you stay there? You figured it out. Or do you go somewhere else? Because those physical things don't mean that your heart space, your spirit has been delivered. Makes sense? So, okay, you got healed in those ways, but the sexual abuse issue, is that the church for you to heal and address? Do you feel comfortable expressing that to those people? That's the reason why you kind of got into all those sunken places. You didn't know how to deal with it. You never addressed that Uncle Buck weird butt down at the other church was touching on kids, making them sick. Uncle Buck didn't heal. So Uncle Buck, although he may be a preacher, he's doing heinous things, and he's saying, "Oh no, I have a right to be heinous. I can sleep with men." Okay, yeah, but don't violate anybody. And in fact, God does not want his temples to be violated through the butt. Again, you got to come through the front. And we ain't talking about no mouth or vagina. Let's keep this simple. The point is, anal sex is a violation according to God. Period. Sodomizing. It's not a great act. There's no love there. Nothing belongs in there. I don't judge. I don't care what you do. I'm telling you, God sees us as temples, valuable buildings. And it's like somebody took the back door, made it a fun house. And it's like the city can't even classify this activity because a fun house doesn't belong on the back door. On the back door. Like this is not an entrance or exit anymore. It's just a fun house. That's a violation of the fire code, first of all. No one can get in or out. Okay. So why is this fun house plugged in here? Okay. Why is this shed built without a door going to the backyard? What are we doing? I personally don't care. But that can present an issue to someone's real life. You might not mind, but it is causing someone else to have to figure out, okay, I got all the material stuff, but I need to address my spiritual life. Okay, Uncle Buck violated me. Okay, he's still preaching over there being weird. I know what he did, right? I don't want to hurt him. I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to sit here and waste my life trying to avenge this man, but I need help addressing and resolving this issue. Is that the church that you want to share that with? Or can you just say, hey, I have something deeply rooted that's been bothering me that caused all of this? I don't want to discuss what it is, but can you guys pray for my deliverance? Now, I don't know how you do that, but you're going to have to get it out your system. Okay? It can make you sick and cancerous when you have issues that have not been addressed. Uh, I know you don't have to hurt people. People are sick. That's what the church is for. But sometimes people don't heal and they're in leadership positions. Ain't no wrong with somebody that like to sleep with men. This was a kid at the time. So let's focus. So you're now an adult. You got married. You got no house, no job. You got no car. You got things moving. You got finances again. But you're still struggling, not with your sexuality, but the fact that that event happened. Like, how can I really show up for my kids and wife when I have this little issue in the background of my head, kind of questioning my manhood? I know I'm a man. I'm cool with that. But I don't want to keep thinking about this little thing, this little nagging thing. So you want to address it. You try to figure out how do you do that, right? So you can go into prayer and ask God to direct you. Because again, some churches only focus on certain things, like myself. I focus on people that do wrong and what the solution is. Because when God passes judgment, most times there's no, oh, I'm going to change now. Because you don't know the mind of God's heart, just like people don't know the mind of people's hearts, the condition of it. Only God does. So people can present themselves so great, so polished, so nice, but their heart's intents always turn back to something evil at very dire times. Okay, that they don't need to be acting like a demon, but they do. Oh, nobody's watching. God is. He knows when you're heinously attacking kids or young people that are precious and innocent and sweet and just being a demon for stupid reasons because your childhood. You need to heal, turkey. Okay. Women, men, putting hits out on people, sitting up here death mode, stalking, hiring people to be weird. Watch. God is watching you. And he's telling you, for those that is not too late for, you better find a spiritual path. Ain't no gray. You better find you a good snuggle up spot and hug you a Bible and read it and let it soak in and pray and turn from your evil ways. Okay? That's what the church is for. Now, again, some people go in there well and happy and good, and them same folks that ain't healed yet are sitting in there with you at the hospital. You can't see their illness. They're absolutely sick. And you leaving your kids in these bathrooms by themselves. That ain't the place to do that. There's still sick people out here that go to church regularly. They're there more than you. They give the biggest gifts, the biggest money. But they like kids. Or they like to do crazy stuff. Like sacrifice people. You'll never know. They sit right in church. Ministers, ushers, just I spies looking for the good saints, the good people raising children. And you're unsuspecting, letting your kid Johnny go to the bathroom by himself. And you never know he's violated. Do not let your children go to the bathroom by themselves until they're 35. I ain't lying. It's real. 25, yeah, sounds cute, but they're still gullible. They're still sweet and stuck on thinking everything is nice and kind in the world if they haven't been shown already. So the church is full of people that are sick. Absolutely. People have not always healed completely or addressed some issues. They might be talented, nice deliveries and all, might be on auxiliaries, but if left alone, they're weak and wicked. Is what it is. Okay. So, point is, if you hear certain preachers or people saying the same thing, it is because that ministry or that person's calling is what they do. So it might not be for you. It's up to you to discern if someone is talking, if that's for you. If not, or you don't want to hear it, it could be for you. It could heal and change your entire life. But if you reject it, my people, which all of us are God's people, disobedient or not, He made us all. He don't want, He does not want anyone to die in sin or ignorance. If my people, which are called by my name, those are the believers, humble themselves, seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then no, not that one. Well, read that too. I think it's Second Chronicles 7:14. It's one of the Chronicles 7:14. But the scripture that's coming to mind is people perish because of lack of knowledge. They reject it, they don't believe it, or they have this slothful or slowful, we call it slothful, which is a deadly sin, death to the person and or those around them or those that are affected by their ignorance. There's so much information that God has provided for every absolute human to be perfect in God's eyes. But we're so busy trying to be perfect in other people's eyes who are going to die just like us. We're so busy trying to maintain the attention of other people when God wants all the attention. So all of the information that could flow to people is blocked off. However, because they reject it, they don't want it. They don't believe it. Oh, it's not important right now. That's not what I want. Oh, I only do that on Sundays for those 2 hours. I don't do that outside of Sunday. Oh no, I'm not a Christian outside. I'll say I am, but no, God don't get in my bedroom or my wallet or my heart. Wow, those are all the places they need to be. Jeez. So, point is, when someone is talking and you don't feel it's for you, use discernment. Maybe they're trying to save your life. Maybe they see something you don't see. Maybe they know something you don't know, and you keep running across that same person. Oh, they still saying the same thing. Maybe it's time for you to listen to what they're saying because you keep being drawn to what they're saying. Oh, I give up. I quit. I don't want to hear nothing else. I'm done with that person. Blah, blah, blah. And they could be the one that holds your deliverance, the answers to your issues, trying to warn you of scenarios and situations that could be occurring around you. But you're so busy trying to reject. Oh, I have everything. I have a house, a car, husband, baby. I have money. I have this. I have that. I have products. I have a business. Ooh, yeah, but you're a demon. Hooray. And you have baby demons. Ooh, all cursed. Aren't you beautiful? You look so pretty, right? But everyone is going to die. And unfortunately, a lot of people are going where? To hell because they're focusing on the wrong stuff. There's nothing wrong with nice things and having provision. It's all God, though. So people are obtaining God and they're still going to hell. Now, just because you have great things doesn't mean you're going to hell. Point is, if you're leaving God out and you're focusing on someone else too hard for no reason, yeah, you're going to hell. Because God wants all of your attention. He wants your heart, your soul, your mind. He don't want you focusing on other people. Never. What they're doing, what they're not doing, what they got, what they do. How are you jealous of God? How is God jealous of himself? You're God, I'm God with a small g. And God is the ultimate big G God. And he says, have no other gods before me. That means other people, your daughter, your son, your mother, your niece, your nephew, your president, your this. He don't want us so overly charged with other people's activities that we miss out on him. He said, pray for leadership. Pray that they do the right thing, that they have the mind of your God. That's what he said. The true and living God said, whoever is put in place, you pray for that person that they find the righteous path, pretty much. You pray that they make godly decisions. You pray and have faith that I can sit with that person and direct them in the right path. Because there's wickedness in high places. Not saying he's wicked. I listen, me and my daughters, we don't really do politics like that. And if so, it's because those little hell demons over there was marching in their faces and convincing them to do things. Again, I did give my daughters permission to handle my business. I did. I gave them all my passwords and emails. It was just some two-legged rats that was going through my stuff and had other people going through my stuff, messing and hacking up my stuff. I gave my daughters authority over my stuff. So if you all are thinking they're stealing, no, it's the demons coaching them because they caused us to be separated through a lie, some lies. I don't know who these people are, but they lied to my daughters about some stuff and they believed them because they've been doing it since they were young and behind my back, grooming them to be and act a certain way, if not mind controlling. So, yes, these kids may appear to have done something. And whatever these people lied about, they put it in the guise of, you know, your mom's crazy. You see how she's been acting when they're the ones causing this illusion. So my kids thought, yeah, well, I guess we just got to go to court and go behind her back. You got her ID, you got this, you got that. Well, we have this lawyer friend, this judge friend that can help us switch everything over since she's not capable. Then I'm sure the goal was to get my kids out the way after they got access to whatever. Because they're what? Demons. Or they used my kids to do a lot of stuff and then tried to blackmail them or something. And it may look willing because, again, when you're stuck in a situation where people are basically making you feel like, well, if you don't do it, you won't have a place to stay. Well, if you don't follow these directions, I'll whoop your ass and kill you. And somebody's nuts. There's somebody here that is absolutely off the Richter scales of mental health. And they should have been locked up, and no one did it. And now this person's possibly harming young people and probably have been for years. But they make money, so they don't care. That's sick. And that's okay. Because as I stated, when people like me are talking, they're telling everybody, don't listen to her. Oh, she's crazy. Oh, because they're hiding the fact that I'm telling the truth about the stuff. Oh, well, let's just shadow ban her. Let's just shadow ban her on every channel, everything. Let's pay people to work at the agency. We'll give them $1 million contract so that they can block everything she's saying and dislike her video so she'll have low scores. And she can keep getting her stuff pushed back every time she tells the truth. So if she wants to grow and make money because we think we're God, when God is saying, I'm going to snatch all your stuff back. And we're going to see how that feels. And whatever you're doing to her and her children, me, God of the universe, is going to do it to yours. So when I'm speaking, I'm showing you what the problem is, and I'm giving you a solution. Or what the consequences will be if not done. That's God. Okay. So every night, just about, someone wakes up and decides, I'm going to turn that machine on and burn her ankles and stuff. And they do. God is saying, oh, wait till you see the results of your actions. Go see how that goes. Because you're so powerful. I got nothing to do with it. Until next time, like, share, subscribe. Be blessed.